Yeah, he did some individual today. He probably still won't make it this week, but obviously it's good to have him back out there. But again, we'll see where he is after today's practice. But I don't feel as good about that one as I do the others.
Just to check, left tackle decision?
Tomorrow, you got it, buddy. I'm sorry?
Just wanted to make sure you had something to go.
No, I got you.
Is it safe to say the tryout is over? You know what you're doing?
I knew a couple of days ago. It's not a tryout. I just wanted to keep seeing it. I'm not going to play.
Multiple guys there at this point in the week?
I'm sorry?
You're not having multiple guys at left tackle at this point?
For the most part, no, I don't think so.
Haley question, would you clarify how the season's going to work in terms of how you advise Todd and what it looks like on game day?
He's the offensive coordinator. I mean, obviously I'm the head coach. If there's something I want to change, I'll let him know and get it changed. But he runs the offense. When I was the offensive coordinator, I didn't want anybody screaming and yelling at me, so I'm not going to be doing any of that. But I would advise him in certain situations and things I see. Things that, I think, sometime the rhythm of the game, I might see a little bit different than him. I can give him those tidbits, but I trust him. I trust him to make good decisions to lead us offensively and get us points.
Would that be strange for you to, it's been a long time since you haven't called him.
Oh, absolutely. I've been doing that for all preseason, right? So the strangeness is over with now, and now it's understanding the role and helping and advising, offensively and defensively and special teams where I can.
It's fourth down, go for it.
No, I'll make those decisions. Oh, absolutely.
Will you just kind of independently look at those situations?
Mm-hmm. And understand our game plan and what we have in the plan.
You want to go for it, but that'll be all you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Hugh, in your history as an offensive coordinator, how many times a game would a head coach say, no, I want to do this?
Oh, once, twice, not many. I mean, it doesn't happen like that if your plan's good. Sometimes when things get off course, and like I said, the head coach may see it differently. He might say, hey, look, you might want to think about it this way. This is what I see. But outside of that, I mean, if you've planned good all week, if you're in the plan with the coordinators, you'll feel good about what they're trying to do.
How far do they have to go to pick up the language of Haley?
As I said before, I think our players have done a good job. I think he's done a great job of explaining it and implementing it to our players. And I think the other coaches have done a great job of carrying the message. At the end of the day, it's still football, and so guys sometimes relate things to other things they've heard, or guys start to put it together in their mind different ways. But I think our players got it for the most part.
Why is it important to allow the terminology change when maybe plays are the same or certain systems are the same, but the terminology, why is that?
It comes down to the guy that's calling it. He has to be able to speak his language, when you're calling plays. I mean, I couldn't call Todd's offense no more than Todd can call my offense. You know what I mean? So it's just verbiage, and I think that's important. So there was a language that needed to be learned. I thought it was good for our players to learn something different and a little new that way. They've done a good job that way.
You guys all want to win this game. How badly do you think Todd wants it?
Oh, gosh, it would mean the world to him, obviously. But I think you said it. I think we all want it, and we all want it for him, But at the same time, we know we got to play really well to make that happen.
Is there someone from your past that maybe you coached or had to block that Miles reminds you of?
That who? I hate to compare players, as you know. I mean, the closest thing I've ever seen is Bruce Smith, in his towards the end of his career when he was still really good to me, and being around him, just Bruce's work ethic every day. He was always competitive. Miles is like that in practice. Bruce could still, at his age, he could wreck a practice if he wanted to, and sometimes we have to temper Miles back a little bit because he could do that. But again, I hope Miles has the career that Bruce Smith had, But again, Miles is just starting out. He's got to go do it week in and week out.
You have some new players and obviously new coaches, this year. How different does heading into week one this year feel than it did a year ago?
It feels different, obviously. You just said it with a lot of new players. What we have to do is go handle the emotion of the game early. I kind of knew what the emotion would be a year ago because I understood it all. I knew the players. Like you said, a lot of these guys are new. So we got to handle that, and I'll harp on that as we go through the week. But it's going to be exciting to see whatever that is going to show itself on Sunday. And I think it's going to be for the best. I think these guys are chomping at the bit to play. Like I said, we understand who the opponent is and who they're about, and I think we know what our job is on Sunday. We need to go do it.
With Le'Veon not being there, have you gone back and watched more film of Connor?
Obviously that's who's played a lot for him this preseason. So you watch a lot of him, and then you still watch a lot of Le'Veon from the past years. But the young Connor kid's playing well for him.
Are they similar, or is it?
No, they're different. The other guys have proven top of the line, one of the top players in the league, and not that James Conner's not that. He just hadn't done it to the level that Le'Veon has. But obviously for their offense, he knows how to play in their system. He's a good football player, and he'll make plays for them. You know, we got to do everything we can to shut down the run game, whether it was Le'Veon or whether it was James Conner. So we just got to do our job on defense the best we can.
Guard against your guys, thinking that it's a break to not have Le'Veon, and also that there's so much turmoil coming out of Pittsburgh to not.
Listen. They can beat each other up for all we care. It don't matter. There's no whatever comes out of Pittsburgh is in Pittsburgh. We know what the focus is for us. It's not about Le'Veon not being there or what their team feels or thinks. It's about what we do on Sunday. To me, we just gotta go play. We're not gonna worry about them that way.
Is Rod Taylor at a point of his career, and you look at his career, and he's 22-20, and has beaten teams of a certain level, but he's not beaten a lot of the teams with great quarterbacks, and here's a good chance for him, a matchup against a pretty good quarterback, Roethlisberger. But is he at a point of his career where he can break through and beat good quarterbacks, or help a team beat good quarterbacks?
I think so. I mean, again, Tyrod, and you said it. I mean, the key to his future will be these kind of games. I mean, this is what people will measure him on. So here's an opportunity. And I think our team relishes that, and I think he does too. He's worked extremely hard this week. His focus is good. He knows what needs to be done. I think the offense has had a couple good days. We just need to keep working and play well.
Are you monitoring the weather forecast?
Yeah, I heard it may be rain. Yeah, it was supposed to be raining out there today, and it didn't. So I know the rain's the weather's kind of tricky here. It's probably going to rain a little bit on Sunday, but hopefully none of that will affect what we're trying to accomplish.
Do you adjust the game plan? Do you have an alternate plan?
I'm sorry?
Do you have an alternate game plan in case?
I mean, we do, but at the end of the day, we feel like we're a weatherproof offense. Whether it's rain or sun or mud or whatever, you got to be able to line up and play. And I think Todd understands that. I think our offensive players understand that. We're going to do what we do, but are there certain situations you got to be aware of, and weather? Yes, but for the most part, we feel like our offense is weatherproof.
What do you think? What side does that affect more, the bad weather, the offense, or?
I think it's the defense, personally, because the offense knows where they're going, and sometimes slipping and those type of things. I think the offense, if they have the right shoes on, kind of have the upper hand that way. Because again, they know exactly where they're trying to get to. Unless the defense, have studied you very well, and they know where you're trying to get to too. I think the offense has a little bit better advantage.
When you hired Greg Williams a couple years ago, I remember how you said it was a coup, and I was just wondering if you felt kind of fortunate just to have the circumstances fall the way they did when you were looking for an offensive coordinator, that Todd Haley was available.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think getting Greg, I felt good about, and still feel great about it, and getting Todd, I feel great about. Again, we got to go win these games. I mean, the proof's in the pudding for all of us as a staff, and as a football team and organization. I mean, having good names and people who won games and all that doesn't matter. Right now we're the Cleveland Browns, and we got a big game this week, and we need to get to winning.